Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel back with another video to help jumpstart your weekend. I hope you guys watched our previous video about Greenleaf. It's a new show on television. If you missed it, please download the ON TV app or check your own DVR or on demand to see if it's on there, because it's a great church television drama. And if you're watching this for the first time, click that blue Bible here right over Mikkel's head. And make sure y'all like this video, share this video on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you choose to share our videos. If you did not know, if you've been under a rock, the Blackout is 5 weeks away. July 15th through the 17th is Blackout Weekend. On the 15th, we are going to Six Flags over Georgia. You can go to the website to get your ticket and print it out. Or if you bring, I believe if you bring like a Coke can or a Pepsi can, you can get a discount on your ticket. Just go to sixflags.com to find out more information about that. We will be meeting up at 10 a.m. at Six Flags. We're going to get there early. Okay, so 10 a.m. is the time we are all going to be walking in to have a good day at Six Flags. The next day, July 16th, is the Blackout. The Blackout is going down from 3 to 8. If you have not purchased your ticket yet, you can get your ticket for $20 via PayPal at sweetandgreetc@gmail.com. Send your $20 to that payment and you will get your ticket via email. Or you can pay $25 at the door. And
go ahead. Is that another Blackout announcement?
No. I was gonna say y'all gotta bring, if you can, please bring school supplies. Last year, Candy had packed all of that shit in her car. Thank you to everyone that brought school supplies. We're going to do it again at the Blackout, where we're going to have a school bus out there. So that way, nobody got to drive the school supplies home. The school district can come get the supplies. So please bring your school supplies. You can bring book bag filled with things, or pens, paper, pencils, trapper keepers if they still call them that. The pencil sharpeners, the calculators, the rulers, anything you can bring. Bring it for the children. So that is my announcement for the Blackout. I can't wait to see y'all. I already got my outfit ready, and guess what? It will be pressed, okay? So
you have an outfit ready already?
Yes. Like, I got an outfit ready. You know me, I'm going to just show up.
That's what I'm about to say.
Bitch, you know, I get dressed the day before. No, 20 minutes before.
No, what I was going to tell everybody was the Scorpion Show. First annual.
We got a lot of stuff.
We got a lot of stuff going on. If you are in the Philadelphia area, or if you live near Philly, like not too far away, the Scorpion Show, we're doing a bus trip on August the 27th. We are going to Wildwood, New Jersey. I don't know if you've never been to Wildwood. It's a great fun place down on the shore. And the tickets are $40 per person for adults. Now, if you decide to bring a child that is under the age of 10 years and younger, the tickets for them are $25 to ride the bus. Now, of course, once you get to Wildwood, there are rides and water parks and things like that. You are responsible for getting your tickets for that. But to get to Wildwood on the bus with the Scorpion Show and everyone else, the tickets are $40. If you would like to attend this trip, please DM me on Instagram at Mikkel86, because a $20 deposit is due by June the 29th, which is next Friday. Okay? So we can discuss on how it is that you can send your payments, this, that, and the third, or whatever the case may be. So again, if you are in the Philadelphia area, or if you're close by and you don't mind driving up to Philly to get on the bus with us to go to Wildwood, New Jersey, please hit me up on Instagram. It's Wildwood, August the 27th, $40 per person, $25 for children 10 and under. Please, you guys show up. You show up for our barbecue. Show up for this, because we are going to have a good time, okay? Yes.
Somebody pray for me, because this summer is love.
Somebody pray for me.
There's too much going on. Oh, y'all not ready.
Pray for me. That's one of the old ones. I'm so glad they did.
I like being a church singer.
I'm so glad they I'm so glad they prayed for me. come by.
No. Well, no, I'm not letting him do this.
My mother pray.
Sing it like you mean it. Yes, yes. Come on.
You don't want me to sing like
baby.
Because once I get happy,
and this arm in my house, his arm be like this, bitch. His arm is up here, and he's like, yes! Yes! Woo! You couldn't even stop him. You don't like the stuff like that. You don't do that because you don't know when it's coming for you. Hey! Hey! I just couldn't believe it. But it was a lot, he had a lot going on that day. Yeah. They came together.
And they came together.
Give him some breaks.
Give him some. And what my parents say, when the spirit hits you, you don't stop that.
Okay.
You don't rush that. You just keep right on going.
Okay. And they turn around looking at me like I'm supposed to say, that you can't touch him. Let him get it all out. Now when he start falling all over the damn pews and shit, and then you're grab him.
That ain't nothing. But go ahead.
Speaking of churches and stuff, former church member, let me stop. Whitney, don't.
You are, now you're trying.
Whitney Houston.
You're trying.
Whitney.
So she's up there singing in the heavenly choir.
That's a former church in America. She is
doing the most at this hour, on this day.
Let me say, okay, we're a little bit too excited. Whitney Houston's family. We just give you all a rundown of what's going on. Okay? Whitney Houston's family is having an auction for all her stuff.
Oh.
Now, I was wondering why they were doing this. They're doing this because they wanted the fans of Whitney Houston to have a piece of her. So, whatever
they're going to pay something.
Hey, it ain't going to make that much. They only estimating $500,000 will be made.
What?
And they're going to donate.
That's off of one item. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but they just don't. I mean, they auctioning everything like awards. They're donating. I mean, they're auctioning her passport.
Wait, they are expecting only $500,000 to be made, or that's what they want to make.
Overall, that's what
I'm sure that they could make well over $500,000.
Look, I hope they do too.
Because I would expect somebody rich to pay $500,000 for like a Grammy of hers or something.
But a lot of her stuff is like only like at $3,600. Even her wedding dress is at $3,600.
I don't give nobody say that was an ugly dress.
Well,
I think the headpiece is what did it for me. I didn't like that headpiece.
They just selling all kinds of stuff. Like they got a whole bunch of Whitney Houston stuff for sale. But one thing that's for sale that people are not happy about is her Emmy. And the people at the Emmys just like, no, we want this taken off. And there's like a time frame from like 1974 to 1992. Don't quote me on the year, but anybody that won an Emmy during that time, they put a little stamp on the bottom, and they had like, if the heir or somebody else doesn't want this and they try to sell it, it's
to come back to the Emmys.
Yeah, because it's property.
But wait, what did she win an Emmy for?
I believe it was a television performance on...
I wonder if it was Merv Griffin.
Merv Griffin. I believe that's what it was for.
And if so, I can see it when she did Home.
Because that was her first television performance.
Yeah.
And she won a Grammy, an Emmy in 1986.
Yeah, that was around that time.
1985 TV season.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. I knew it was Merv Griffin.
That was her television debut. She did that.
Wow, I didn't know that. But then again, you know, listen, we don't want y'all, because you know, those award shows, they have their own set museums. And so they're like, listen, if y'all ain't gonna take it, get back to us and we'll put it in the museum.
Yeah, I mean, they have Whitney American Music Awards, her Billboard Awards. I'm just like, why wouldn't y'all want to keep this stuff? But it's like,
who's it gonna go to?
Yeah, because she ain't got no children.
She got no hair now. Her daughter's gone, and her mother has more years behind her than she does in front of her. So when her mother passes, you don't want to go the way the public feels about Pat. You might as well auction it off now, because it's going to get auctioned when Pat gets it.
Yeah.
And I would rather Sissy auction it. She's the one that's in charge now. You know, Bobby Christina is no longer here to run her mother's estate.
It's just
so now it's
crazy,
Sissy.
like that legacy that could have been like after Whitney Houston. That's the sad thing, man. It's just sad. I don't want to get sad.
It's sad to think that
Let's change it. Can we change the subject? Because I'm going to get sad. I'm about to get sad. Let's change it. Oh my God. Bet you try to get it together. Oh my God. I'm really about to get sad. I can't. I'm trying to get it together. But it's just so sad because she had that big legacy, and that's all like, she was a big ass singer back in my time. Like, Mariah was cute, but Whitney always did it for me in my childhood. And, you know, she had a daughter and everything, and just to see that Bobby Christina couldn't get her life together, like that whole legacy, like Whitney Houston, Bobby, then Bobby could have had a child, and then it could have went down, and like, my grandmother was the greatest singer in the world, and it's just crazy just how drugs just take people out of here, man. I gotta be careful, because I'm going into the next topic, speaking of drugs. Chris Brown, I'm seeing this video of you.
Boy, you sure did perk up fast.
Yeah. Chris Brown. Because I be wanting to see him do good too.
Yeah. Because his face is all drugged out now.
Oh my God. It's sad. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I mean, I would. Never mind.
Wait. You still would. I wouldn't. Chris Brown has to really get it together. And y'all fans, y'all keep encouraging him. Y'all be typing all kinds of crazy shit in his comments. Like, I be like, if you see somebody sliding down the slope, why would you still, oh, he is still fine. You better tell him, and like, what is wrong with y'all? Do y'all even think this man is something ain't right? And he need to shut his mouth. Don't, if somebody is suing you, you don't go on and, yeah, I'm suing. Yeah, I gotta turn my light on and make it real bright. I fired you, so you can't sue me. I fired you because, Chris Brown, I fired you because you were stealing from me. Now imagine this man really wasn't stealing from him. Then he could sue you even more because now you're lying, defaming his character in front of everybody all over Instagram. Like, what? Miss Joyce Hawkins, like, you gotta help your son. You gotta help your son. It starts at the top. It starts at the top.
The head of the fish, right?
Yes, that's right.
What Rihanna said.
Yep, the head.
In order for the fish to move, the head of the fish got to be in order. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, listen. I don't have anything bad to say because, you know, this is...
I don't want it to be like, oh my God, we could have saved Chris Brown, and then I'll be crying, not on YouTube, but on TV somewhere, like, oh my God, we could have saved him. I'm speaking over paper. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care about Chris Brown music no more. I don't care to go to his shows no more. But I do care that his life matters. And that's what I do care about. And I don't want to see that for him.
You should call Black Lives Matter.
Hey, no, they're concerned about the police officers that's going around killing people and getting off. And today, we found out that Officer Goodson, Caesar Goodson, who was the driver that was slamming and stopping while Freddie Gray was in that paddy wagon, and he broke his spine. He didn't do it on his own. He didn't do this on his own. But for some reason, you know, you got this judge saying all the reasons why you can't prosecute this man. You didn't have enough evidence to prove it to, so I don't think that it's you have enough evidence, so he's not guilty on charges. Like this wasn't even presented to a jury.
Not just him, the other officers too.
Yeah, because two officers, one ended with a hung jury, one ended with acquitted of all the charges. But Caesar Goodson, Officer Caesar Goodson, was charged with the main stuff.
Because he was the driver.
He was the driver, and he got off. So, you know, everyone is saying, like, Marilyn Mosby needs to not charge the other officers. And clearly, we all see what went on. Since Baltimore paid the family $6.4 million, how dare we going to
still
charge our own men?
Right.
Yeah. Throw the book at them. We're not going to do it.
Because the family got money, so therefore, we don't need to put these guys in jail. You're right.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
And a lot of cities do it. That's why a lot of these cops get off.
It's unfortunate because part of me says the family shouldn't have accepted that money. And then another part of me says, well, no, they should have, because had they not accepted the money and the officers still got off, then what?
It's a part of it's guilt.
Sad. Yeah.
It's guilt, because if I'm defending my city or defending my officers and I know they do nothing wrong, why are you giving me $6.4 million?
Right.
$6.4 million. So
$6.4 million.
that was a $6.4 million paddy wagon drive to break his spine and take his life, and that's how much the family.
And why did you think that my son's life was worth $6.4 million? Because to be honest with you, that ain't enough. $6.4 million. And then on top of that,
you gotta pay
the video of him going into the paddy wagon, he couldn't even walk. It wasn't that he was refusing to walk; he couldn't walk. Nah, $6.4 million is not enough. I'm sorry, it's just not. You're gonna have to give me $604 million. Okay, that's not enough.
$604 million.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that too.
Let me tell you something. As a parent, and to be honest with you, as a parent, you're not. I need you to do something about that.
No, I'm sorry. That's fine. I shouldn't have, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't even go there because I know that was. I'd set myself up for that. Don't do it. Go ahead.
No, but I need for it. Like it's just, it's so sad. It's always so sad. I was gonna say I need for the family too, and then you started to choke on whatever it was you were trying to.
You need the family. Like the family wasn't even in the courtroom. They wasn't even there. So you know they know something ain't right no more. Like they just, like I wouldn't even want to put myself through that either. Like you want justice, but justice is not money. Justice is seeing someone pay the price for what they did to your child or your family member. And it's just like it's really fucked up, man. It's like then you got the judge saying, oh, you couldn't prove this, you couldn't prove that. This man did not do this on his own. Clearly he was running from the officers, so what happened? So now because you can't pinpoint which one did it, all of them getting away free. But see, sometimes you gotta have a law like you gotta fuck everybody up in the situation. Cause you that didn't go on in my house. If something happened and nobody wanted to tell who it was, everybody got it. Everybody. But I know you can't do that in the court of law.
In the police departments, they have this code. Yeah, they have this code.
Yeah, and then they couldn't really talk. You know, because they all were being charged, they couldn't talk about each other or what happened. So it just really made the case hard because of the because they know each other. Like it's just all the way around just messed up, and this situation is just not okay, and it's just showing that
again
officers can get away with a lot of things when it comes to the coin.
No, when it comes to killing black
people,
they can get away with it.
And the coin. Yeah.
I mean, it's sad. It's very sad. But we're going to move along.
Yeah, we're going to move on. To no bill, no break. So, I believe his name is John Stevens, right? John Lewis. Representative John Lewis was over it yesterday with the House of Representatives. He decided that we really...
Not to mention he's a civil rights icon.
Yes, he's
you didn't know
from the 19... Oh, I didn't say it, but baby...
Go ahead.
I know he was there for a lot of things.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
And had many a walk with Dr. Martin Luther King. Yes.
Yes.
He was there.
Yeah, he was.
He was also there for Selma.
Yeah.
He was there. Okay. I could go on. He was there. He was there. So he said, well, baby, if we could do the sit-ins in the 60s and the 50s, we could do a sit-in right on here. And that's exactly what he did. He called them up. Who's going to sit with me?
The Democrats.
The Democrats came.
Your ass down.
They said no bill, no break, because they're going on break. Yesterday was time for them to go on break until the 4th of July. After the 4th of July, to come back July the 5th. But he's like, no, we need to do something. We need to put something on the table to vote on when it comes to gun control here in the United States of America.
Because anything could happen from now until July.
Oh my God.
Anything. Another mass.
A mass shooting. You know, people were buying guns and getting away with it, and you know, again, I want people to understand. I gotta say this every video because you never know who's watching. The Democrats do not want to take away the Second Amendment. What they want to do is make it harder for people to get guns. So let's say
don't need
guns. And like, what does anybody need with a machine gun? And you know, just semi-automatic. Nobody don't need that. Nobody. That's right. You better sing it, Whitney. Bobby, 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 Bobby,
Bobby, Bobby, Bobby. Bobby, I love you. You don't have to worry about a thing. Yes.
They're like, well, what the hell that got to do? Look, just let us go. Let us go.
Okay, just let us go.
So, you know. So they took over the floor, and this is all over C-SPAN. So, Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, who was third in line to be president. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
All right. Because you know,
yeah. But then some people may say second in line because
he's right after the vice president,
who would be first in line.
So second in line. Okay. Well, you know, we already got a president, so you know. So yeah.
Right. No, I agree with you.
So he turns off the cameras because they were going off.
But I found out today that the Republicans have control over those cameras.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I found out today on CNN that the Republicans have control of the television cameras that are in the House. I don't know if it's because they have control of the House. Yeah, so then they have control of all that. But like you said, Speaker Paul Ryan said, turn these cameras off. But you know what the Democrats said? Not so fast, baby. You gonna turn those cameras off. But see, there's a thing called social media and Periscope. And those old fucking congressmen and women were texting their grandkids and asking them how to download Periscope and all that. And once they got it together, they were on the floor, Periscoping and Snapchatting and all that old good stuff. See, y'all can control those cameras, but you can't control this phone. Because I gotta tell a motherfucker in a minute, I pay the bill for this phone. And until you start helping me pay it, you can't tell me what to do with this phone. Okay?
Yes, they was like, you know, they were really over it. And I mean, I went to sleep watching CNN and I woke up, these motherfuckers still on the floor.
And guess what? Before I went to sleep last night, they were talking about how they were having food delivered for them, you know. But the thing about it is, people around the country was having food delivered in for them, paying for the food to be delivered to them. People who were in support of this were making sure that these congressmen and women were very, very comfortable while they were doing this sit-in. Because it is important. We need to continue to fight for gun control. And it is crazy how these Republicans try to make it seem as if Democrats are just trying to take your guns away, they're trying to take your rights away. No, especially when you've heard about how people can go into a gun show and buy a gun just like that, and half the time they don't even do a background check. Like, what kind of shit is that?
It's easier for them to get guns at gun shows and stuff.
You know what's so crazy? It is easier for somebody to walk into a gun show and buy a gun than it is for me to go into a store and buy a pair of New Jordans.
Wow.
Because you know what I gotta do? You gotta wait in the line overnight to buy a pair of Jordans. And they may or may not have any more once you get to the front of the door.
And then you gotta pray that you get home safely with those Jordans.
Because you know they don't let everybody in at one time. They let you in about 5 at a time. So if I'm number 99 in the line, who's to say if they got any more Jordans left once I get to that door? Why is that? Why is it easier for me to buy a gun than it is for me to get a pair of Jordans? Or why is it easier for me to buy a gun than it is for me to get my driver's license? Or I gotta go to PennDOT. I don't know what it's called in other states. PennDOT is our driver's place here. PennDOT and wait for hours just to get my damn driver's license renewed. Why? Why does it take so long for the most stupidest things? But like that lady here in Philly, she went in a gun shop and it only took her 7 minutes to buy the same exact gun that man shot up that club in Orlando with. The same exact automatic gun, and it only took her 7 fucking minutes to purchase that same gun. How is that even possible? How? Like, it doesn't make any kind of sense. It doesn't make any kind of sense at all. And this is the reason, one of the reasons why you need to pay attention for who you vote for. And we're not just talking about for presidents, but we're talking about local elections like your mayors or your governors, your senators. And if you ever get a chance to speak to one of them, ask them, how do you feel about gun control? What are you going to do to make sure that we don't have any more mass shootings in this country? Because now you are representing me and my constituents and your district, okay? You're representing us. So I need to know, make sure that you are on board with making sure that people can't just walk into a gun shop and buy guns in 7 minutes. Like, come on. I mean, I just keep going back to Sandy Hook, where 20 fucking babies were slaughtered in classrooms. Babies. 6 and 7-year-olds. They are babies. They were slaughtered in classrooms by this idiot who got a machine gun from out of his mom's fucking closet. Why did she even have the damn gun? What do you need it for? Like, come on, like, it's crazy. After Sandy Hook is when shit should have really went down. Once those babies were slaughtered the way they were slaughtered, that's when motherfuckers should have said, you know what, enough is a fucking enough. No, but they let Sandy Hook happen, then they let San Bernardino happen, they let that Planned Parenthood in Colorado happen, and all
these college shootings.
Yes, college shootings that have happened since Sandy Hook. Now this Orlando, all this shit has happened since Sandy Hook, and we still don't have any type of gun control laws passed. Like, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then these Republicans, they get on TV and they want you to think that, oh no, the Democrats are just trying to take our rights away. They want to take your rights away of being a gun owner. No, they don't. They don't take your rights away at all. And me, personally, I'm not a fan of guns at all. I'm not. But my thing is, if you are having that gun to protect yourself from something or someone, then by all means do it. But don't go to fuck around shooting people because you got a fucking gun and you're licensed to carry. No. Sit your ass down before you get knocked down.
That man that was licensed to carry, we shot that man in church. Now he's in jail.
Yeah, people going to church.
Like, you pulled your gun out on him to fight with him. Come on, man. That was crazy.
Sad.
So, yeah.
Support, and you know what? Somebody else talked about this on Twitter. Not enough people are talking about this sit-in. Not enough of y'all. Y'all talk about every damn thing else on social media. Let's talk about this, okay? Let's tweet, let's post, let's get the word out that this is happening and that we support our Democrats and our local leaders to get tougher gun control laws passed, okay? Please, let's talk about this. Let's follow this particular story because this is a very important story. We should not just be reposting pictures of a bunch of old people sitting on the floor in the House of Representatives chamber.
Yeah.
No, we should be supporting them, okay? As a matter of fact, we should be on the damn floor too until something gets done. Somebody might need to help me to get the fuck up, but still, because I don't get up as fast as I used to.
And a lot of people last week were complaining about the sugar tax here in Philadelphia. Well, it's been a complaint, and I've been on Channel 6 here in Philly, like they were asking me my opinion, and I just didn't agree with charging 3 cents per ounce of soda just because it has sugar in it. And I guess that a lot of people agreed with that, but what they did was, instead of coming up with a new solution, what they did was reduce it from 3 cents to 1.5 cents on all sugary drinks. So any drink that has sugar added into it, you must pay a sugar tax on it. And last Thursday, the bill was approved. Now, before the bill was approved,
that's damn near every drink.
Yeah, so like it's like basically drink water. Otherwise, you won't pay for it more. You won't pay more for what you like to drink. And the mayor lied because he was saying that the money, the 3 cents per ounce, was going towards the kindergartners for all the pre-K kindergarten students. And my thing is this: the school district complain about money every damn year. They ain't got no money to pay nobody. Ain't got no money to pay nobody. Y'all added taxes to these cigarettes. Cigarettes used to be like $4. Bitch, I remember cigarettes was $2. Cigarettes is now $8, $9, depending on what you buy. And that was supposed to help the school district because you know you got a lot of people that smoke cigarettes. And y'all still don't have money to pay nobody. It's every year the school, Harrisburg sent the school district money. Oh, we still don't have no money. Like, what the fuck? Who is misappropriating this money?
Well, I would like to know what they doing with the money from the parking tickets.
I don't know.
Because all that money that...
Don't even suggest them raise your parking tickets.
Okay, all that damn money that the city of Philadelphia is making off of them damn tickets that they writing on and sticking on people's cars, that's fucking ridiculous. Because it's damn sure not going to the roadways. Because I can just count how many... not only a pothole, but roads are crumbling like we live in a third world country. Like, come on. Yeah. Every time I drive down certain streets, it feel like I'm on a damn roller coaster. Yeah. And my car ain't that damn big. So it feel like everything's caving the fuck in. Like, are you serious? Yeah. Like, what is going on?
And then we found out that the money was not just going, it's not even going to pre-K. It was also supposed to go into a budget for the city to save money or to get extra money. So I guess 7. Child, look, I can't do the math right now.
Lord knows the city ain't got no money when the Pope came.
Look, 3/4 of a penny is going towards the city, and 3/4 of a penny is going towards students. So every time you buy a soda, so you are setting a 1.5 cent a can per ounce. It's like you're paying 17 cents more. That's just a guesstimate from my head. You're gonna pay 17 cents more for a can of soda. Probably more than that. Like, it's just ridiculous. Then, you know, people like my mom like to buy packs of sodas. So now you gotta pay all that extra money on top of that just for soda. It's like it's too much. And I think that we could have came up with a better resolution to make money for these children. Like, how about you make these parents pay for when their children don't come to school? Because I see a lot of them at home, and they should be in school. Or for cutting class, like, or,
right here.
you know, don't you try it. You know, something like y'all got to come up with something. Y'all got to come, like, I wasn't even mad at them making like tax maybe like, was it 9 cents or something like that. Even that's not bad. We all pay for it. Why you just gonna try to get the people that drink sodas? And then you doing it in poor neighborhoods. You know all of these children right here drink juices and hugs and sodas and all of that stuff. So you want to make them pay for their own education too? You gotta hit everybody, not just sodas. It's like, yeah, if you're gonna pay
tax
extra
on sodas, you need to put a tax on seltzer water too, because that shit is hard.
I hate seltzer.
And them old white people drink that.
Ugh. But I heard seltzer water is good when you like to drink. You pour it in there. It's
I don't like to drink.
But hey, you'll tip here and there. Yeah.
You ain't never see me tip.
No, I ain't.
And if I tipped, that's all I did was tip. You
When
would
you
fall.
tiptoe at?
You like to run the Boston Marathon.
Baby, I don't play no games. When I'm in a good mood, keep me there. Don't bring up. Keep me there.
There.
You keep me there.
Don't nobody bring me no bad news.
How you doing? And that's all I'm gonna say. Cause baby, I could go from whoop to whoop, and baby, you be like, what the fuck happened? And then I'll be like, wait a minute, what?
No.
I did what?
Bad
I said what?
news.
Oh no!
Don't
like leave me alone.
Bring me
No
bad. You better sing it, Mary J.
Baby. So when we at this blackout, I'm gonna be sober. Cause I want to chill. Cause I want to be ready just in case they show up.
Please.
Oh no,
Somebody
no!
please bookmark this video.
No,
Sober?
Sober until 6 o'clock.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Don't you start at 4?
3. I'll be going by 5:30.
Goodbye.
I
You
had
gotta
a
be going
nice-
by 5:30.
Yeah.
Why?
No,
Oh,
I'm talking
drunk?
about
Wait, it's from 3 to what?
7. No, 3 to 8.
Oh, I was
3 to
gonna
8.
say.
Yeah, I had a big. But we stayed longer than 8 o'clock last year. We
Kevin,
were just having.
there's no trash can.
Oh, I
You
wanted
just
to go
put
in.
that
I
on the
know,
floor.
I know. I'll get it. I'll sweep right back into the corner and pick it up. I know what I'm doing. Join me. Yeah, so I'm ready.
Come on.
I'm
Next
ready.
topic.
The Louisiana mother that was judged. I had Mikhail watch this 4-minute video of this lady whose children broke into somebody's house. A neighbor called and was like, bitch, you better get around the corner because these kids go in the house with stuff they don't steal. And the mother lived around the corner. She came home. They started running her house. Oh no, but her kids didn't run. So she took her belt, beat her kids. Now, how did the cops find out about this? I don't know. But because she beat her children, all 6 of her children were taken away. Now, I'm not even sure how many of her children that she beat that day, but the city was like, we're taking your children. She went to jail. Now, upon, whatever, after her hearing or the sentence or whatever, she might have a criminal record. But she's another person that she already has a criminal record. And she was just crying because she was just saying how much of a good mother she is and how she don't want her children to go that way. And that she grew up getting beatings and she passed it on to her children. Like, you shape up or I'm going to fuck you up. And they decided to fuck up, so she fucked them up. And
somebody reported her, or somebody. I don't know if it was a child.
I don't know what happened.
And I don't know how many. I think she only beat the one who was a part of
the stealing.
The stealing.
Yeah.
As he should have gotten his ass whooped.
And she said she got children from ages 13 from 2 to 13.
Right.
And I mean, she had little babies back to back to back to back. Never mind. But then the father is incarcerated. I don't know if he's the father of all of them. I don't know.
That's none of our business.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's and she don't have no family around. That's tough. Like, I do think about some stuff like some of the decisions that she made, but when it comes to that mother and her children, I don't think they should have took their children away.
No, no.
Like, it's just not right. Like, the government, y'all trying to put your hands in a little bit too much of everything. This mother is working hard, and her kids out here stealing from other people. Like she said, I know what it's like to be stolen from. I had my house broken into plenty of times. And I'm not going to let my children go that route. I'm not going to let my children be incarcerated. We're not going to do that. And I do know the difference between an ass whooping and child abuse. They're not the same. Okay? Some people like to intertwine the two, but they are not. They are not. And I do feel bad for her. And this lady who happened to be watching the news owns a bail bondsman company, and she found out about what happened to this lady, and she bailed her out, and she wants to defend her in court. So, you know, but this lady has been getting support from all around the world, and she's going crazy because her children is not home. They're not there. So she's like, what am I to do? What am I going to do? You know, she's just, I live for my kids. And her kids are
and not only that, but she has this on her record as being this
child abuser.
Child abuser, like. But yet we can walk into a store and get a gun in 7 minutes. An automatic gun.
Do you stop people?
Y'all let that sink in. Let that sink in. An automatic gun.
I feel sorry for that lady. I hope that she's able to get her children back, and I'm definitely will be following up on that story, because that, you know, maybe it wasn't just a belt. I don't know if it's not a belt.
She said it was a belt. She said I whooped them with the person. I ain't hear about all the other kids, but the one who was stealing, she said I grabbed a belt and whooped them. But you got to remember too, even with a belt, people who ain't grow up like that or who don't understand that, they look at that as child abuse because they look at the belt as a weapon. So it could have been a belt, just a belt. But if you got somebody that's not like us, who ain't grow up like that, they're going to look at it as, oh, that's child abuse. Oh my God, I can't believe, you know, because they don't beat their kids. Yeah. They yell at their kids. That's why the kids turn around and start shooting up places, because they don't beat them. They don't whoop their ass. I'm serious. I'm not trying to be smart. But they don't put their foot in their child's ass. And I don't mean put your foot in the child's ass where you are abusing them, but you are disciplining them. You know how many ass whoopings Mikkel got as a child? And you know how many times Mikkel stayed the fuck out of jail? He ain't never been the fuck to jail. What Shirley Caesar say? I ain't never have to go down to the courthouse for any of my kids. I ain't never had to been to the cemetery for any of my kids. And you gonna tell me I can't praise the Lord up in your church? Y'all go YouTube Shirley Caesar hold my meal. Get chills all over. But yes, okay, you see what I'm saying? You know, and then you just got some kids that when you whoop their ass, it still don't sink through. And that's when you put them away. Okay? You could scrap up a couple months
I
and
ain't
put
seen
the ass away.
about that in a long time.
Yeah.
Because when I was growing up, a couple people I knew
but put away.
Well, they got sent to their grandma's house.
Yes, you did. I don't care what nobody say, but that's what you did. When you had kids that you would whoop their ass and you would discipline them and they still did not get the message, oh, I knew too. You'd send them away. You see them one day and the next week, they were gone. Where the fuck did they go? Oh, they went to so-and-so's house. But when they coming back, they won't be back no time soon. And when they did come back, they were like a whole new person. You put them away. Come on. You don't know. That mother had every right to whoop her son's ass. You go and break into somebody's house and you start stealing shit, and then you bring it back into my house where I pay the bills at and where I lay my head at. Now, what if somebody would have saw you doing that, which somebody did, but what if the somebody living next to the person that you robbed saw you doing that and followed you and then told that person, oh, this is the house they took it at. They came back and shot up the damn house. Like, come on. Who does that? Yep. I would have whooped his ass too. And then took him to the police station. The hell's going on in here? Yes.
I beat your ass and then take you to see my mom. Told her I did it.
Okay?
That's the old school barber. I don't know. Yeah, that's my mom from back in the day.
Listen. That's what these kids need more of is discipline. Don't be afraid to discipline your child. Don't be afraid to do it. And if they need a little whack on their legs, give them a whack on their legs. If they need a whack on their ass, Give them a whack on their ass, but don't be afraid to discipline your child. But then again, it's a shame because you can't even do it in public because somebody see you and report you as child abuse.
And you can't do it at school because it's just to get beatings in
Shit,
school.
I never. The first and only time I ever got my ass whooped in school, I was going right down there to that school. What is it called? Is that no? That's not Ludlow. That's right there at Cecil B. Moore. 12th and Cecil B.
They knocked that school down.
No, they didn't. They knocked. It's a school across the street from them. They knocked the school down where the people from Katrina came up and stayed in. But the school directly across the street from it is still standing.
That was Wanamaker. I don't remember that.
Yeah, Wanamaker is the one that they knocked down. But the one that's still standing is the one I went to. And that's the one that I got my ass whooped. My mother came up to that school and took me in that coat closet. And at that time, I had a black teacher. I'll never forget her. I can't remember her name, but I remember her visually because she had vitiligo. And she was an older black woman, too. My mother took me in that coat closet and whooped my ass. Don't you know that was the first and last time I ever got my ass whooped in school? And that teacher go right on in here. Go right in and whoop his ass. Because I was acting up in class.
You told the teacher that?
No, she didn't tell the teacher whoop my ass. My mom, the teacher was like, go right, because she was a black older woman. So she got it. Because if you don't whoop it, I won't whoop it. You better whoop his ass, miss. Whoop it. And I got my ass whooped in that coat closet. And that was, let me tell you something. I ain't never been in a quiet classroom in all my life. I mean, that whole classroom got quiet when my mom was going to whoop my ass. Quiet. Never heard such silence. And the thing about it, nobody laughed at nothing. They just all looked when I came out. And I mean, but sometimes you gotta do that. Sometimes you gotta whoop your kid's ass in school. The last time I saw something like that, I was in high school. And this girl, I told this story before in the show. This girl, Shantae, mom, we was all in class, having a good old time. We had a substitute. All of a sudden, the room door opened. We all in the back of the classroom laughing to her. This lady come in that we ain't never seen before. Well, who the fuck is that? Oh, you think you a bad bitch? I'll call Anita right now and have her tell you. Oh, you think you a bad bitch? You want to be showing out in school? You want to be cutting class? So you know the whole class is quiet again. So we all looking. We ain't know who she talking to. Who the fuck is she talking to? Whose mom is that? Because that's somebody's mom. Shantae goes just like this. She easing her way on up. And we like, ooh. And I'll never forget, as long as I live, this girl named Maria, she bust out laughing. Maria was the only one in the class laughing. She just kept laughing. Maria was one of those kids that didn't give a fuck. And she just kept laughing. By the time Shantae got to the front of that classroom, she was trying to walk past her mom to get out of the class. Or her mom started going in on her. Like, bitch, you been cutting class? And now I gotta come the fuck up here?
Okay.
Those are the kind of parents we need. Because I'm not going to be no parent. I'm going to be an uncle when my sister have kids. But let me be on the emergency contact. And somebody call me and tell me that you've been acting up in school, I'm going to whoop your ass in school.
You be going to jail. Because the teachers got to report the ass whooping now.
Yeah, they do. I'm going to whoop your ass in that car. My dad used to get me real good. Ooh, my dad used to get me real good. My dad used to wait until, if he had to pick me up from somewhere and I had to get an ass whooping, he wouldn't whoop my ass in the car. He would whoop my ass when we got home. But he would be scaring me the whole time in the car. Just wait till I get your ass home. And I tell you, my dad was a professional at whooping ass. Him and my mom. They both were professional. My sister, to this day, is the luckiest child on earth. Because she never got beatings like I did. Okay?
You was a bad ass and you still bad.
I was a class clown. I wasn't bad, I was just a class clown. And my mom and dad didn't play that class clown in school. They didn't play that. When it came to school, no. But as I got older, I just was, a class clown. My sister, she didn't have to go through that. Me, and knowing that my mom and dad was going to fuck me up. But yeah, that's what we need more of. So shout out to this mother. Hopefully those charges, or whatever the case may be, is dropped against her, because that's not right. It's not right at all, especially when your child is out there doing wrong.
So you guys make sure.
Is that a jockstrap?
You better not try that again. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, but
that's your shorts. I thought it was jockstrap.
Is she here? You knew that was coming.
Because I'm looking at you.
This how you here look when it's not there. So yeah, we're gonna go. Make sure y'all send y'all $20 in via PayPal for the blackout. And
make sure you hit me up for the Wildwood trip.
Yeah, for the Wildwood trip if you plan on going to Wildwood. And just stay tuned, because I got some stuff to tell y'all. And yeah, we're gonna go. Y'all have a great weekend. Y'all be safe. Don't fuck your children.
Arrivederci.
I have the wrong date up on that wall. All right.
You do. You do use the